Okay, firstly, I was sentenced to, let me start here, when the magistrate was actually handing down the sentence after a judgment. So he started, speaking some serious legal jargon. And I got lost in translation. Ngaphenduka isidome esikolweni kulela box. So he said 3 years for this and then 5 years for that. And then this is 7 years that will run concurrent, effective 7 years that I was given ultimately. And then obviously I had to spend at least 3.5 years because when you are sentenced to whatever, whether it's 10, but in South Africa, it's unlike America, but no, sentence yako shall maximum. So you must spend half of that sentence. So if it effective 7 years, it was reduced to 3.5. So I spent 3.5 solid years behind bars. So in terms of the counts, the charges, because ungaboshwa kuthiwa udubula umuntu but izohamba ibe ne-kidnapping, malicious damage to property, bekune-impersonating police, there was robbery involved. There were 5 counts actually.
For you?
Yeah.
I want to figure this out. Whenever we hear 7 years,
Yeah.
25 years, are you saying, because many people have asked this rumor, every time we hear 7 years, 25, it means you're going to serve half. Is that what it means?
Yeah, that's what it means. Except for a life. If you are doing a life sentence, then impilo. So a life, it means, but when for as long as if a prison feels or deems you unfit, ogutuphume or reintegrate and obviously be with the society, but you are a danger. So a life, I think now, Mangenecheli was at least effective 20 years. I think now a life is 25 years. So you need to at least do 25 before you are eligible to offer a parole.
And if they deem you still unfit, you can keep going with Donze Baba till...
I'll tell you, I'm not sure whether it's a sad ending story or what. When I was interviewing Sylvester Mfukeng, I was shocked when he declared, look, Mina, I had given up hope because I'm the longest serving prisoner, obviously subject to correction in South Africa because he spent 33 solid years behind bars. Ukudlula even former President Nelson Mandela.
Yeah.
Now, he had said he had given up hope. Only justice won. And why call busy Africa? He said that I had forgotten I would ever, meet up with my family. Then I wrote a letter to Minister Lamula and I told him he must shove that thing of his where the sun does not shine. So unfortunately, I'm sure the leadership caved in. So, I mean, and you must understand that when you're talking about development and rehabilitation, you need someone to go through and be processed in the system. Anger management, life skill, there are a lot of these courses. And also, you must have a benefit of a skill. So if you're not skilled a prison, when you are integrated, what are you going to be doing here? Loitering around and probably do the same things and do recidivism and reoffend and recommit all of those crimes of those commit and go back to prison because so the 400 and something rand I spend per inmate every month abantu baphila ngayo ngada. So utiyena he believes that he was not rehabilitated. He was
to this day.
No, he tells you, when I was reintegrated, he tells you straight, I was not rehabilitated as I was reintegrated. The system, it's flawed. It's like a bucket of water with holes. It is leaking. We are going to, maybe touch on that so that you get my view when it comes to a prison or a correctional services as a system. Because a lot of these people, Abafago Brown, they are still institutionalized. I remember a former National Commissioner Zakaria Mudise, I quote, in Parliament, what my people are still institutionalized, they're still stuck in the prison days, even though now we are in the correctional services day. So it simply means whatever prison, Isbosha will never be rehabilitated. I remember my head of prison at that time, I would mention Imuranaman. He called me into a meeting. What in fact, you are passionate about development and rehabilitation. Skeem, Ibosh was fan of Satan. You may come in hundreds of thousands or millions. Change. So, in fact, please rehabilitate yourself, mind your own business. How could the head of prison says you are selling something wrong? Yeah. So, this development and rehabilitation, sometimes it's a myth. I could challenge this thing. That is why I ended up establishing whatever that I established as a show because I saw people are lost in despair. Their lives are taking a nosedive and are going south because they don't understand the correctional services.